Hey guys, Mika here, and this is pretty amazing what I have here in my hands. It is extremely rare to be in this position to be able to share this uke with you. So, for those of you who are familiar in the ukulele world, this is a kamaka. You can kind of tell with the inlay a little in the way, but yeah, you see the double K like that. It's the kamaka, one of the three main Hawaiian brands here on the island of in Honolulu, in the island of Oahu. But this model is really special. So this is a tenor size, but I'll say that this is pretty much a custom, leaning towards a full custom Kamaka ukulele. And unless you're an artist or yeah, by some other means, it's almost impossible to get these. So this is pretty much, it reminds me of like an artist ukulele. So when I think of myself, I'm very fortunate to be a Kamaka artist, and I managed to get a custom ukulele way back then, over 10 years ago. And when I look at this instrument, it definitely reminds me of things that like strike me as like this is a custom instrument made more towards for an artist versus like say like a really decked out semi-custom instrument, which is something that can be ordered. It's a lot more accessible now, nowadays, but it's just amazing. I mean, when you look at the wood quality, of course, it's all Hawaiian curly coil. The blonde tip with the sapwood here in the middle. When you look at the wood quality, it's just pretty amazing, pretty perfect. This is just awesome, and then when you pair it with that striking blue, all around on the back and here on the front with the beautiful big Paua abalone shell wrapping around the body, as well as the rosette. It's just absolutely beautiful. Kamaka, man. And then you pair it with this beautiful brown ebony that binds the instrument up here on the top and back. And very ever so slightly, there's a wood purfling that wraps around the bottom and the top, binding right here on the sides. So just really beautiful. And then something new too is that we have a Macassar ebony bridge and fretboard, and it's very jet black too. Something that I've also noticed, because most kamakas, or a lot of kamakas, they'll have some brown streaks running through them, but this one seems like it was purposely made really black, or they chose a really black set of the ebony wood. But beautiful honu or turtles as fret markers, and I love that it's kind of off placement. Like it's not just directly in the middle; it's actually right justified, left justified, and in the center here. So on fret 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, and 15. And what's cool is that the outline of the turtle or the honu itself is mother of pearl, but the actual like turtle back shell is Paua abalone shell. So you can see that on all of the turtles here on the fretboard. And you also have your fret markers here on the side in Paua abalone shell. So 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, and 15. And then again, another thing that I notice is usually Kamaka will use their ebony for their faceplate, but this one again is jet black. Not sure if they're just trying to make it more uniform and not have any kind of brown streaks going on, maybe to make the brown stand out more on the side. So just all these things that kind of go through my head when I get to hold and touch and play this instrument. But pretty much a jet black ebony headstock with Paua abalone shell with the KK logo on the top. And then you have the Honu or the turtle all decked out in Paua abalone shell right here, with mother of pearl of like the whitewash of the wave breaking, and then also this nice kind of like blue jean recon stone as the wave itself. And then beautiful, you don't really see these too often too on Kamakas, gold and black Grand Schaller 510 tuners. These are really amazing, really smooth and accurate to use. Again, it's pretty rare to see the gold and black here. I think they used some of these back more like in the 2010s kind of semi-custom era, but nowadays it's quite nice to see the gold and black. I love the gold and black aesthetic myself. And one last thing I really wanted to point out, which it's not really made such a big deal on ukuleles, but for me, it's one of the things that I like notice immediately on top of everything else when I flipped it over right here. This neck, it's very fascinating to me, because at first I was like, is that koa? Kamaka using koa neck? I mean, this is not the 1950s or whenever they used to use koa neck. I mean, it's always mahogany, but I was so fascinated by the grain pattern and the curl in the wood, and Kamaka usually doesn't kind of have that. There's like this nice of the neck wood. So upon closer inspection, it maybe is just a really curly mahogany, but I mean, it's the little details with these Kamakas just really striking and beautiful. Maybe they're saving this set for something special, but yeah, this is just your one-off custom, or like really as close as you can get to a custom ukulele from Kamaka. So stunning, really, and it's quite the privilege to be able to share this with you folks and be able to do a sound sample and talk about it with you. So now going with the sound, this is your Kamaka sound, where you're going to get more of that traditional warmer type of sound. Very clean, no matter where you're on the fretboard. So let's go ahead and run this beautiful instrument for a sound sample. Here we go. Such a mellow sound, just beautiful, and just really just makes me warm and fuzzy on the inside. I'm actually sad I had to stop, and I have to eventually put this away in the case. But before then, let's go ahead and strum on this instrument.